What is up, everybody? It's me, J-Rod, the filmmaker, former film major, and frequent fighting gamer from Philadelphia, and we have something huge to talk about today. Something absolutely massive to talk about today. We got to talk about the elephant in the room. No, not that elephant, because we're not talking about Street Fighter today, and we're not talking about Tekken today. We're not talking about any other fighting game franchise except for... Yes, we are talking Mortal Kombat. I am very excited to be talking Mortal Kombat, and I talk Mortal Kombat all the time. Like, even though there wasn't a brand new game or a movie out recently, I still will find any excuse to talk about Mortal Kombat. I think the most recent ones, I played the 3 most recent Mortal Kombat games for the 30th anniversary, and then before that, I made a roster wish list of who I think should be in Mortal Kombat 12. But now, we are actually here to talk about Mortal Kombat 12 because we just got an official, unofficial confirmation that we are going to get Mortal Kombat 12 very soon. Now, I'm going to say a little more specifics in this video. If you don't want this spoiler, this leak spoiled for you, then this is your official spoiler warning. Go ahead and get out of here. Go check out one of my other Mortal Kombat videos, but we are going to talk about the newest Mortal Kombat game and when we might be getting it. So without further ado, let's get into it. In the time between Mortal Kombat 11 and now, there have been so many rumors and theories. I've even had a bunch of rumors and theories myself. So this video is going to be all about that, and we're going to talk about the rumors and the theories, starting off with the big one. It's not a rumor anymore. It's not a theory anymore. It's material. It's real. It's factual information. So let's get into it. David Zaslav. You've heard me talk about this guy before, usually about how he was trying to ruin HBO Max. He cut a lot of programs from the service. He canceled a lot of shows and movies that were already made and developed. Even recently, we still are getting some cancellations from HBO Max, like Southside just got canceled after its 3rd season. Sweet Life LA just got canceled after its 2nd season, despite the fact that Warner Brothers Discovery said they're trying to make more unscripted content. And yeah, let's just say overall, he's still trying to ruin the streaming service by just obliterating all the great content that they already had in an effort to save a buck. But David Zaslav did something very interesting recently. In a shareholders meeting, an earnings call, he revealed the newest Mortal Kombat game. Mortal Kombat 12 is coming, and it is coming this year. Now, it was such a bombshell because we had so many times where we were expecting an announcement, a reveal. We have been just waiting for crumbs, and all we get from NetherRealm Studios is that they weren't ready. They're not ready to reveal what their next game is. Whenever we asked Ed Boon or NRS before, they just weren't ready to reveal it, and we respect it because we would much rather have a game that is complete, a game that is ready, than have something that is rushed just so that we can get our hands on it faster. But David Zaslav did not get the memo that NRS wasn't ready to reveal, because he went on and revealed that the game is coming, and it's coming this year. Now, usually, like I said, there were a bunch of rumors, there were a bunch of leaks about Mortal Kombat. The reason that this one is a lot more solid, it's not a leak, it's not a rumor, it's pretty factual, it's because, like I said, Zaslav is now the head of Warner Brothers Discovery, and Warner Brothers Discovery is the parent company of Warner Brothers Games, which is the parent company of NetherRealm Studios. So, honestly, the only people I would trust to reveal or announce that Mortal Kombat 12 is coming and when it's coming are NetherRealm Studios and Warner Brothers Discovery, and this comes from Warner Brothers Discovery. So with that, we have an official confirmation. We don't know when specifically, but we do know that we're gonna get it this year. And like I said, it was a bombshell, but also it was kind of disappointing. I remember the Mortal Kombat 11 reveal at the Game Awards. It took everyone by surprise. It was huge. It was amazing.
Best sports racing game.
whatever they do for this reveal is going to be a little bit spoiled because we know that we're going to get the game at some point this year. But either way, as a huge fan of Mortal Kombat, I can't help but just be excited that we're finally going to get another game. We're finally going to get more characters, more content, more stories, more modes, more tournaments, more everything that I love about this game. We're going to be getting more in 2023. I can't help but be excited. But we're going to get into some more rumors and theories, some of my own rumors and theories, some of the past rumors and theories, predictions about Mortal Kombat 12, when we think it's going to come, how we think it's going to come, what do we think it's going to come with, and that's what this video is going to be about. So without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off, let's just run over some of the past rumors that we had. I think one of the first ones we got after MK11's life cycle ended was that NetherRealm Studios was not working on Injustice or Mortal Kombat. That was one of the earliest rumors. It like splintered off and sparked a whole bunch of other rumors about the fact that maybe they're doing a Marvel fighting game, a Marvel versus DC fighting game. That was when the theory crafting was just at an all-time high. I made a video about who I would want in a Marvel versus DC fighting game, because if that was true, that sounds like an actual amazing idea. But I think now we can say that that rumor was not true, since we know that we're getting Mortal Kombat 12 this year. Then later, we did have a rumor that said the next game coming would be Mortal Kombat, and that there was some problems with NetherRealm Studios making the next Injustice game. Maybe they didn't get all the permissions or the go-ahead from Warner Brothers or from DC, so that they were just gonna go in with their own property, something that they can control, something they had a lot more say in, how they make it, what they put in it. Now, I can't say for sure that this rumor was true, even though it does check out with what we know now. I can't say it's true or it was just someone who was speculating and got it right, but they did get it right. The next game is going to be Mortal Kombat, apparently. And I think that makes up for all of the past rumors. But now let's start some new rumors. Let's craft some new theories. Starting off with, when do we think we're going to get this game? Now, they didn't say that it was going to be revealed this year, but that we were going to have the game this year, which means that they got to reveal it maybe a couple months in advance. I don't know what their plan is for marketing, but I'm assuming we're going to get a reveal and a release both in this year of 2023. My guess would have to be that maybe we're going to see a reveal at EVO this year. I heard a couple speculations that, oh yeah, we might get a game reveal at EVO, we might get the new announcement at EVO. And I took it with a grain of salt initially, because that was before we got confirmation that MK12 was coming this year. But now that we have confirmation, those rumors about an announcement at EVO seem a lot more realistic, and they seem a lot more likely. So personally, I would also bet my money that we're going to get an EVO reveal, considering that Mortal Kombat 11 is a main game at EVO this year. So the majority of the community is going to be there, but not just the NetherRealm Studios community. The tech community is going to be there. The Street Fighter community is going to be there. A bunch of the smaller platform communities are going to be there. The indie game community. There's going to be a large amount, maybe the biggest sample size of the fighting game community under one roof at EVO. So I think it would be a great time for NetherRealm Studios to announce their next game. Now, there's also, I guess, the possibility of the Game Awards, because like I said, they announced Mortal Kombat 11 at the Game Awards, but I don't think it'll work with the time frames, because the Game Awards comes out at the very, very end of the year, the final month in December. And if they were announcing something at December, it's unlikely that we would get a release date in 2023, because that's the last month, and they would have to come within weeks of each other. So I predict that there's going to be a couple months in between the announcement and the actual launch, but a couple weeks, that seemed a little too rushed. And since I mentioned the Mortal Kombat 30th anniversary in the beginning of the video, I was also thinking about how we expected to get some sort of announcement at the 30th anniversary, and we were pretty disappointed when nothing came. But technically, we are still in the Mortal Kombat 30th anniversary. I mean, this entire year is still 30 years since it dropped, and it won't be the 31st anniversary until October. So I kind of think maybe MK11 will get revealed and released before the 30th anniversary, just to make sure they get this reveal in, or this launch in, within the 30th anniversary of Mortal Kombat. Now, personally, time-wise, because that's coming up relatively soon, if we were to get an October release, I would definitely expect an April reveal, because usually we get a game in April. Mortal Kombat 11 was revealed in December, and then the game finally came in late April. So maybe if they're going to change up the schedule, we could get the reveal in April and then get the actual release of Mortal Kombat 12 in October. I'm counting on Evo. We're gonna get our official reveal trailer, and then from there, the marketing, the rollout is just gonna start to unravel, and we're gonna start getting more and more information, screenshots. Maybe they're gonna be like early access for certain people, like they do every once in a while. People get to play the game out early. And yeah, so I'm very excited for that. Maybe even a community event, because they did do a community event for Injustice 2 and they did do a community event for MK11. I actually remember watching the community event. I was in school at the time. I was in a lecture at my college watching the MK event, and they revealed Geras at that event, and I was literally rewatching the Geras trailer over and over underneath the table at my English seminar when I was in college. So yeah, I'm hoping for another community event, but this time I actually want to go there and see it in person so that I don't have to watch it on my phone underneath the table. Next up on the speculation list, I think that this game is going to launch with cross-platform play and cross-gen play. Now, I think cross-platform is kind of a safe bet considering we did have it in MK11. It took them a little bit to develop it, but they did get it working, so I think that this game will launch with it from the beginning. Cross-gen as well, because I think that, you know, there's still a good amount of people who play on last gen, there's a good amount who play on next gen, and we want all of those people to be playing in the same pool. The thing about fighting games is you just want the biggest player pool ever, because some people are going to want more casual matches, some people are going to want try-hard matches, some people are going to want, you're just going to want variation in the people you play, the characters you play, and the play styles you're fighting against. So having the biggest player pool possible is going to be great for the lifespan of the game, and in order to do that, cross-gen and cross-platform are going to be huge in a huge player base, especially because in the last game, MK11, they did a great job with cross-play between Xbox and PlayStation, where when I was playing Xbox versus PlayStation games, it really just felt like I was playing against someone on the same platform as me. But I hope they take it a step further and that we can get PC and consoles. If they do another Switch port for MK12, that I hope we can get Switch, PC, Xbox, and PlayStation all together in one large player pool, so that we have the most people we can play from, so that the player base, the fan base is not segmented, and the really skilled players on every platform are gonna, you know, link up together and play together, while the more casual players on every platform get to link up together and come together. I think it'll just make a great playing experience overall. One specific feature that I do want in the game is tag. I just want tag in. Tag was really fun in MK9. Like they said, it wasn't used as much as they thought it would be, and it was like a lesser used mode. But I think they should bring tag back, and I will become a tag enthusiast again. It's just something very satisfying about learning a character, learning another character, and then learning their synergy, learning these weird combos that only they can do together. Tag in a game like Mortal Kombat is just very unique, and I think they should bring it back. They said that they didn't do it in the last game because of technical limitations, so maybe next gen consoles will allow for that, and if it works, you know, maybe even take it up another notch and do 3v3 matches with something like how they do in like King of Fighters or JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. You get 3 different fighters, maybe they have little assists, you just keep going until you eliminate the entire other team. I think that would be so much fun in MK11, and not as like the main mode, not as the ranked competitive mode, but as a nice little casual side mode. I would play that so much. Even if it was just a single player mode, like a PvE type of thing, I would still enjoy that. And next up, this is gonna be my Hail Mary theory. This is the one that is like, honestly, it's probably not gonna happen. And the evidence we have for MK12 coming honestly disproves this theory a little bit, but it's still a theory of mine, so I'm gonna make it. And I do recognize it's kind of out there. But I was really hoping that maybe the reason why there was a big gap between the last NetherRealm Studios game and this one is because they were developing 2 titles at once. And maybe not only are we going to get Mortal Kombat 12, But very soon after, if not at the same time, we're gonna get Injustice 3. That's my Hail Mary theory. The thing that I really would love is a parallel drop. I love Injustice, I love Mortal Kombat as well. So honestly, if they drop both games, I would have no choice but to buy both games and to buy the DLC for both games and to play both games because I love both of them, like I said. And yes, the earnings call that confirmed Mortal Kombat 12 kind of disproves Injustice 3 because Zaslav did not say a single word about it. And to be honest, if he was going to go through all of that to spoil MK12, he might as well spoil Injustice 3 also while he was there. So the fact that he didn't say anything makes me think that this theory is just a theory and we'll never actually get both games at the same time. But trust me, if we did, NetherRealm Studios would be printing money and it would be my money, pretty much. All right, next up, I'm not gonna do an entire roster wish list for MK12 because I already did that. So check out my roster wish list for MK12 if you haven't already. But also while you're there, check out my roster wish list for Injustice 3. Check out my roster wish list for Marvel vs. DC. I also did roster wish lists for games that we have right now, like Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, Multiverses. I'm planning on doing some more in the future. I just gotta figure out which games to wish list. But I'm just gonna ask for one character, and I did talk about this character in the other videos, but I'm just gonna say that my theory is that Ash Williams will be DLC in Mortal Kombat 12. The reason is, I heard a rumor, I didn't really do all the research, but I heard a rumor that Spawn was initially licensed during MKX, but he didn't appear until MK11 as a way for NetherRealm Studios to kind of throw people off, and I think that they're doing the exact same thing with Ash Williams, and he's gonna come in MK12, but they licensed him during MK11. Because if you remember, there was a trailer, I think it was like the Joker reveal trailer or the Combat Pack 1 reveal trailer that showed off Joker for the first time. In it, there was a little blurb about the licensing for Ash Williams and Army of Dead, and it never became any of that. It's like, why would they put that little copyright thing in there if they didn't even have the character? Yes, it could be a typo or a mistake, and it could be that they had Ash Williams ready to go and then it fell through, or they couldn't get the voice and they switched their plans last minute. But personally, my theory is that they licensed him during MK11 so that they could use him during MK12 without people really catching on until it was too late. So I'm hoping for Ash Williams to come to this game. But other than that, I really don't have any other DLC character hopes, and I know that sounds bad, but I actually see that as a really good thing. I don't have any expectations, I don't have any hopes. I am just very excited to be surprised by whoever we get as DLC characters in this game, and I'm gonna try harder than I ever have to avoid any sort of spoilers or leaks for who is going to be DLC characters, which is funny because this video is literally about spoilers and leaks. And then, you know what, finally, I don't know what other mechanics we're going to get. You know, maybe they're going to try to bring back some stuff from MK11, maybe try to bring back some stuff from MKX, maybe some stuff from MK9. Personally, I would love to see like the run button make a comeback, but I would also love to see some MK11 features make a comeback, like regenerating meter. I think was a pretty good idea, so that spamming special moves to build up meter doesn't have to be a thing because it'll come back with time. I know a lot of people are indifferent, like not indifferent, but some people hate it and some people love it when you talk about the newer mechanics like crushing blows, fatal blows. I think crushing blows were really sick, and they really like brought this gory, hard-hitting, visceral element to the fight, where like, you would be watching a fight that's really footsie based and really intense and neutral, and then boom, you get this massive crushing blow, someone's ribs shatter or someone's jaw explodes, and then you just got to go back into the fight. I thought that was, those cinematic moments really brought a lot to MK11. And crushing blows, I want them to bring back. Fatal blows, I'm kind of take it or leave it with fatal blows. I know people are like, it's kind of a scrub mechanic, it's a strong comeback mechanic. Right when you're about to go out, you get this fatal blow, and of course people are going to spam it as soon as they get it for the most part. But I think super moves, regardless of how they work, people are going to use them in the most ignorant way that they can. So it doesn't really matter if it automatically appears below certain health, or it appears because you have 4 of your meter resources or full meter resources. I don't really think it matters. People are going to use it the same way either way. So fatal blows or X-rays or super moves, I don't think it matters which one they do. I'm just very excited. But I think the final speculation is who is going to be the pre-order bonus. We had for MKX, the pre-order bonus was Goro. For MK11, it was Shao Kahn. I don't even know if there was a pre-order bonus for MK9. I'm gonna have to look into that. But who do we think is gonna be the pre-order bonus for MK12? It's a huge undertaking because the last one was Shao Kahn. The one before that was Goro. So you know it has to be something. It has to be a big boss. It has to be something that people are looking forward to. It doesn't actually have to be like a final boss character, because I think there are some side characters that people would love to have as a pre-order bonus. Melina, Reptile. Personally, if like Jackie, Briggs, Takeda, Cyrax, Smoke, if any of those characters were a pre-order bonus, I would have it. I'm gonna pre-order the game anyway, so whoever it is, I will be playing them. It's just a question of who it is. In my MK12 video, I think my pre-order bonus was Onaga, because you gotta have something huge, you gotta have something massive to follow up Shao Kahn. But like I said, it could be anybody. Mataro, Moloch, it could be a character that we literally have not even seen before. It could be like Chronica, Ferrator, I don't know, a freaking Titan. It could be Gearus, to be completely honest. I think he's imposing enough to be a great pre-order bonus, and he was one of my favorite characters in MK11. So I definitely would love to see him back in another game. But guys, that's all of the rumors, all the speculation, all the theories that I crafted. That's everything for this one. So I want to hear what you guys' theories are, and it can be on anything. What characters do you want? What modes do you want? When do you think we're going to get the game? When do you think we're going to get the reveal? What do you think the game is going to look like? What do you think the price is going to be? What platforms do you think it's going to come to? How do you think it's going to do compared to Street Fighter and Tekken? That's another thing, is that as a fighting game player, it's crazy that we are about to have a year of the big three. We're gonna have a year with a new Street Fighter game, a new Tekken game, and a new Mortal Kombat game. So yeah, that just means a lot of big things for me. I'm gonna be doing a lot of purchasing, spending a lot of money on these games and their DLC characters. It means I'm gonna be doing a lot of videos, whether it's new main alert, new game alert, something brand new. I'm planning on maybe doing some tournaments in these games. Just know that this is going to be a huge year for fighting games, and I am very, very excited about what is to come. So yeah, that is going to be it for this one, guys. But before we get out of here, do me a favor and hit me with the 3-hit combo. This 3-hit combo has never been more relevant because the big three are definitely represented. So I need you to smash the like button like Ryu. I need you to spear the subscribe button like Scorpion. Get over here. And I need you to kick the notification bell like Kazuya. Once you mash all three of those buttons, hey, you get an Evo medal. So hit me up and I'll give you your Evo medal for mashing those buttons. No, I'm just joking. But guys, I am very excited to have Mortal Kombat 12 on the way. I am so hyped that we finally got this confirmation. So tell me how you felt about this video. Tell me if you feel me. And I'll see you guys next time in another new video. Peace out.
We had in the restaurant.
When?
With Craig of the Creek, that is the list. There are a couple honorable mentions, because honestly, that's not all of them. There are shows like The Boondocks, Cannon Busters, Fillmore.
And one last thing, baby. That chicken was dry. Real dry.